Hello.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of whatever the hell this is. Week 8, NFL. But first, we got some spicy stuff. Chris, break down the scandal that's going on.
We got a big scandal. So basically the NBA, shocking to nobody, apparently were gambling on games and got caught. I had no idea that this was happening, but apparently players are very aware of their over-unders and gambling heavily on them.
Yeah.
Terry Rozier, he's been the center of it. I think Malik Beasley is another guy that was never cleared. And if you watch some of these clips that are out there, I mean, it's blatantly obvious that they're throwing games. And then they caught recently Chauncey Billups, the head coach of the Trailblazers, for running illegal card games with the Mafia.
Nice. I wasn't involved, I swear.
Yeah.
But, it's like you got that going on. And then it makes me question, like, because we all know Shohei Ohtani can speak English, right? But yet he always has a translator for no reason. So, like, that guy got off in, 2 weeks and was just like, yeah, my So, like, he literally just has a translator around to just put that guy in jail or whatever whenever he gets caught gambling. It's, like, insane. So it's like the NBA, it's like this huge... Yeah, they're like, all right, so we got a new translator for Ohtani, even though Ohtani's, like... There's a video of him like spitting game to some girl, perfect in English. You're like, yeah, you don't need a translator, buddy. But all right,
for sure not.
But yeah, so
with these card games too, it was real elaborate. They had this like X-ray machine that they would play like the card games on, and they would wear these glasses so you could see the other people's cards. Pretty insane.
Yeah. So like the whole point of like getting Billups involved was that his like stardom, because he's a Hall of Fame NBA player. He's a very well-known NBA player.
Yeah.
Is that he was working with the mob to goat people in there and be like, "Yo, I'm Chauncey Billups. Look at this poker game I'm a part of. Look at this stuff. Isn't this awesome? You should come play with me. Come hang out with Chauncey Billups."
So he was,
and the mafia was like,
"Yes,
all right." Yeah, and then just slide their way into that, and they were ranking in like millions of dollars because they were just scamming so many people. It's incredible, and it's the best part about this.
I think it was 7 million, right? 7 million so far.
Something like that.
The number.
Yeah, and there's two sides of this. One, this happened right at the beginning of the NBA season, so I don't know if they intentionally decided to wait for this moment to tank the NBA. Well, I have no idea. I don't know what.
One of the games has been back to 2019. They've been investigating this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
okay.
and there's more people involved. They haven't announced yet. They've only announced Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups.
I'm calling it now. Michael Jordan's involved. 100%.
Well, that's an allegation.
Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, all these big gambling boys.
We are we're not able to say what's real or not. We're just assuming.
Alleged.
I'd like to get us sued by Michael Jordan, right?
Imagine.
Look, I'm not breaking news here. I'm just saying what I think might come out. I mean, you can even go back.
Not MJ.
You can even go back to MJ with the whole baseball thing, and a lot of people speculated that he did that because he was about to go down hard for gambling.
For the gambling.
NBA was like, "Hey, buddy, we just need you to go play baseball for a couple years and then come back."
I mean, if you look into like how his dad was killed, like. All of that kind of ties into like his gambling.
Yeah, so we'll see how that shakes out. And then when does this trickle down into the NFL and our refs, the NFL refs? Because there's a lot of there's a lot of crazy shit where you're just like, what? Like especially like Kansas City games where you're just like, this is a catch. Meanwhile, half the ball's on the ground. You're like, what?
See that I believe it's like these NBA players. They make so much money. It's like, how much money do you need?
Yeah.
But these refs, man, they don't make a lot of money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So maybe they're getting like, we've seen it in every boxing movie ever where that guy comes in, he's like, you're going to take the fall in round 3.
I don't want to sound like a guy.
Like, hey.
I don't want to sound like a guy that wants to hug a referee, but at the same time, this is a good reason to pay them more, so it takes away some of the incentive.
Yeah.
To
Patrick Mahomes walks up to you, he's like, yo, I'll give you $500K right now. You make sure we win this game. Like, what are you going to be like, nah.
The NBA? Tim Donaghy in the NBA was throwing games.
Yeah, it's
Pete Rose. I mean, he's the only one that's ever been caught during the MLB stuff. So
he was just gambling. He wasn't really throwing games.
Yeah. Ohtani, again, that's what pisses me off about Ohtani, and I get it. He's like your biggest star globally, so of course you don't want to put him in jail. What he did versus what Pete Rose was doing, like, what is the difference? To me, And like Pete Rose was blackballed from baseball, and now he's in because he's dead. So now it's like, oh, he can.
But it's his translator's fault. He had no idea.
Yeah.
He don't speak English.
Who he wasn't even friends with, even too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't even know that guy. Who was that guy?
Just an ad. Terry Rozier's contract he signed a 4-year, $96.3 million contract. So essentially, he was making $26.6 million a year during that contract. So do you think that's enough money to not bet on yourself or to do illegal gambling methods? 26 million, is that enough?
And you know where it all ties into too? You know who coached both those guys? Rick Pitino, who also had a major scandal in college basketball. He coached Chauncey in the NBA. Together. He coached Rozier in college. He had his scandal, which is why he had to leave Louisville. It's all
connected.
Hold on, we have breaking news. I got Joe Malloy in the chat. He says, I think we can all agree CJ Spiller is better than Adrian Peterson. One of Mike's worst hot takes of all time.
I never said
you said that.
Better than Adrian Peterson.
What did you just say? Wait.
Hold on. All right. This is like
we're gonna dive into this real quick
let me address the allegations here.
No, there's no addressing allegations. There's just facts. All right.
There was one season where CJ Spiller was averaging more yards per carry, and every time Malloy mentioned that Adrian Peterson was getting the best offensive player of the year award that year, I kept being like, CJ Spiller averaging like 5.2 yards per carry.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have CJ Spiller as my father. Definitely not on my fantasy team.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yikes, Mike. Yikes, Mike. That's some bad takes, my dude. You're full of them, but that's one of them.
That one's legendary. That goes all the way. That's like, oh my God.
Homers do as homers do.
But all right, let's get this show rolling. We got week 8, and speaking of the Bills, we're kicking off. We got the Buffalo Bills at Carolina Panthers -7. Chris, what do you got?
I got the going Panthers plus 7.5 here. You know, the Bills, they have Josh Allen. That's it. The receivers stink. Their defense is pretty bad. Their secondary's all. What were you saying about the safety, Mike? What's that guy? He stinks. I was reading.
He went to IR, so we're free.
He's hurt, so that might help
free
you.
Of him. Yeah, that's right.
You know that
plus
Dalton's
7.5,
right?
Yeah, I like Dalton better.
Oh.
Anytime you get Red Rocket out there, he's gonna launch the ball. He's gonna.
It's the Red Rifle. You gotta at least say it right.
Nah, not in this house. It's Red Rocket. So I'm going Panthers plus 7.5.
All right, Mike, what do you got?
Of course I got the Bills. Last night the spread was net -7, so it's moved from last night to this morning to -7.5. So clearly the public is on the Bills. I'm on the Bills. A lot of people, if you're not a Bills fan, you don't know it, but they're getting some help. Larry Ogunjobi and Michael Hoyt, both on the defensive line, are coming back. They both were signed in the offseason. They both had 6-game suspensions for PEDs, getting big and strong. The Panthers, despite having a pretty solid defense, they're, I think, 31st in the league in DVOA against tight ends, so expect Dalton Kincaid to have a huge game. He's coming back. He wasn't there last week, and the Bills are undefeated. I think Sean McDermott is 8-0 coming off of a bye. Josh Allen is undefeated coming off of a 2-game losing streak, so give me the Bills.
All right, Ray, what do you got?
I'm gonna take the Bills at 7.5. If it was Bryce, I would probably go the other way. Dalton has never been good in interim. He needs to start all the time in order to pick up some steam. I mean, I know they've had the week to kind of get him wrapped up and ready to go, but I don't know. I think the Bills finally get off their shit track and still beat another shitty team, and still aren't that great of a team, but at least they win and they'll cover.
Well, let me pop in a little bit here and be devil's advocate to myself, because you just called the Panthers a shitty team. Believe it or not, this is a team that's coming off 3 straight wins. They've won 4 of their last 5, and one of those games was a 30-0 win, blowout win over the Falcons. So this is a team that's got something going. I think, what are they, 4-3 on the year now? So this is not a bad team.
They barely beat the Jets. Bad team.
Hold on. I just want to mention, yeah, they did barely beat the Jets, and need I remind you that all of you were like, when I asked when will the Jets get a win, they're like the Panthers. So I don't want to don't start like
I've said the Jets are not winning a game, so there's not.
I asked that question 2 streams ago, and you guys are like, the Panthers are going to get that.
No,
so I don't agree with that. I don't think they're a great team.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a Chris take. I'm 0-17. Yeah. All right, quick question.
I still
though.
think they're making the playoffs.
Where does it say? Because I'm looking at DraftKings Sportsbook right now, and it still says -7. Where's -7.5?
FanDuel was 7.5, but
we're DraftKings Sportsbook. Damn it!
I actually saw 7.5.
Oh my God!
This morning.
You don't know what you're talking about.
And ESPN,
Oh, wow.
ESPN had
AJ
that
with the correction. Jeez.
Yeah.
no, it's -7 on
God.
DraftKings still.
Yeah. All right. I'm just trying. So I'm gonna. By the way, I completely forgot to mention this, although Tom mentioned it in the chat. Tom's not here, so Ray is filling in.
That's why we started on time.
Yeah, that is true. Mike almost ruined it. But we did start on time. I'm gonna go Bills, man. Like I cannot see the Bills going on a 3-game losing streak. I know the Panthers are playing better, but
I think they're gonna win.
I don't know what Mike's doing right now.
Bobblehead Josh
How
Allen.
can you, as a New York Jet guy, allow this guy to come in with all his junk in your house?
Look, man, that's just how good of a person I am. All right, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Bills. I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna cover. I just don't see it. I cannot see them losing 3 in a row. All right, up next.
Oh no! Hold on. It's my Bills, so I gotta give a little Bills parlay. Let me just read it off the screen here. Dowdle 40+ rushing yards. Kincaid 25+ receiving yards. I wanted to bump it up to 40 or 50 because I think he is, but we're playing it safe. Shakir 40+ receiving yards. Hasn't been involved in the passing game. It's been a little bit of a topic of conversation in Buffalo this week, so I think they get Cook involved. So go Cook 15+ receiving yards. Bills -2.5. That gets you plus 750 odds, meaning a $10 bet pays out 85. I've already played that, so play that line.
All right, can we move on now?
Go Bills.
Mike, real quick. You're not supposed to give out the parlay because that gets rid of your competitive advantage, as per Aaron Glenn.
All right, up next, we got the Giants plus 7.5 at the Eagles. I don't know. Chris, take it away.
I love the Giants plus 7.5 here. I don't think they're going to win, but they always play the Eagles tough. They're playing good. They got rid of that crap kicker. And I like the Giants here at plus 7.5.
All right, Mike, take it away.
This game was a little bit tough for me at first. Then I saw A.J. Brown wasn't going to be playing. Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is already a rematch game for them, correct?
Yeah, this is the second time in 3 weeks that they're playing. They're going to be playing the Eagles at home this time.
And what was the score last time they played?
Something like 34-17 or something like that.
AKA got shit on? Yeah.
That was not what I was expecting him to say. All right, I'm going to take Giants plus 7.5 anyway. The Eagles are without Cam Jurgens, their center, blocking up front for Jalen Hurts. Is that going to impact the tush push? I'm not sure. Ray, has Cam Jurgens missed other games so far this season?
Yeah,
as
the
our
last
resident
game.
Eagles guy? Okay. And how'd it look up front?
They beat the Vikings pretty well. I mean, they had
but they still haven't run the ball.
Jalen Hurts had a perfect passer rating. What do you mean? How did they do up front? What?
I mean, it is a tough game because the Giants are 25th against the run. They're the 29th ranked defense overall. So Jalen Hurts is coming off of his best game of the year last week. Can he replicate that? I'm not sure, especially without A.J. Brown. They haven't gotten that running game going at all. It's really a coin flip for me, so I'm going to take the Giants and the points on the road in Philadelphia.
All right, Ray, what do you got?
I'm also going to be taking the Giants at plus 7.5. It's not hard to think that they're going to stay within that round. Most of the games have been for the Eagles have been one-score games, so plus 7.5 is really tough. Eagles are like 0 in a billion when A.J. Brown is not playing, so that's also a worrying factor. I do think that they had a great game against the Vikings. I think it's going to be a nice rebound game. They're going to put belt to ass as much as they can. But there's a lot of injuries going on the offensive side, and they really need Saquon to step up this week. So I do think the Eagles win, but the Giants will definitely cover.
Why is A.J. Brown out, out of curiosity?
Hamstring. And we have the bye next week, so that's probably why they're just resting him. Especially, there's no reason to go crazy and then he's super hurt. I'm sure he could play. He was trending towards playing. But
it's a pretty big division game, though, with the, you don't want the Giants to sweep you. And then, God forbid, there's some kind of head-to-head shit. So I'm kind of surprised that if he was able to go, he wouldn't go. Giants are coming off a devastating loss. And the Eagles, they're going to, they want to get get him back. I am gonna take the Giants just because it's 7.5. I think it's gonna be a really close game. So yeah, I'm going with the Giants. Let's go, G-Men. Come on. Although we got the Knicks now, baby. Knicks, let's go. Yeah, we got something to watch in New York, but hopefully the Giants can keep it going.
Another disappointing New York team. Yay!
No, get out of here, man. I don't want to go. I don't want to waste too much time on the Knicks because we're not doing any basketball. But I love the way Mike Brown has them playing. Like, you got multiple guys in double digits. You don't have the whole goddamn starting five playing 30 minutes plus. There's actually a rotation, and I mean, it looks good, man, and they're fun to watch. As much as I love the Knicks, they were a boring offensive team to watch because you just had Jalen at the point, and you were just like, okay, terrific, like, you know what's gonna happen. Like, now the ball's being spread around. It's I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. But all right. Up next,
whoa, 2 agenda items real quick.
Agenda.
Do any of you have Tom's picks with you? Should we be saying Tom's picks at the end of each setup?
I mean, we have them. I have them all.
Yeah, why don't you call out his picks? Who do you pick?
No, not written. He sent me a whole video of all his picks. Where do you think all those TikToks are coming from? Okay. Thank you.
Maybe you
we'll
should
leave
show
it
up
at
on
that.
time.
Go ahead, move on.
So you
But
would be on
I
the agenda if you were here.
The second agenda item to address the council
Oh, God.
is with A.J. Brown out. I like Devonta Smith to go over 100 yards receiving on the game and get a touchdown. But carry on.
I'm very cautious about that because without the reason why Devontae was able to go crazy the other game is because of A.J. Brown. And historically, when Devontae has been the only coverage because they don't have really good receivers outside of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, and unless Saquon can get going, I don't think that Devontae is going to have this big game. I hope he does. Don't get me wrong. It's just with this offense, the way that it's been, how simplistic it's been sometimes, and predictable. I really think that, and they've historically have not done well without A.J. Brown because just how amazing A.J. Brown is and how much he draws from the defense. So we'll see. But I don't like any player props from any wide receiver without A.J. Brown in it.
So the Jalen Hurts lover who made his little TikTok last week about MVP performance, perfect performance, doesn't think that Jalen Hurts can throw the football without A.J. Brown around. I got it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's very hard to bet player props on a game when you don't know how they're going to be when they're double coveraging the only good wide receiver that they have. So that's all I'm saying.
That's the beauty of gambling, baby. You just throw it out there and hope.
The Giants don't have like a Pat Surtain out there covering people.
I like Chauncey Billups.
Devontae Smith.
I just want to say 34-17.
I do believe off the Eagles and away from A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith would prove he is a wide receiver one. If you're watching this, asked to leave at the trade deadline. Buffalo.
No one
Yeah,
goes Buffalo.
get the fuck out of here. No
one
one
wants to go live in Buffalo.
Up next, we got the Cleveland Browns +7 in New England. Chris, what do you got?
Patriots -7. Right now, they're the king of the AFC again. They reign supreme. Drake May is awesome. Bills took a major step down. They're no longer the kings of the AFC East. Sorry to say it, Mike.
Shut
I know it's going to hurt you. I know you don't want to hear it. But the Patriots are going to win. Dylan Gabriel stinks. The Browns stink. The Patriots are on a roll. -7. Seems pretty easy.
Mike, what do you got?
I mean, just got to address Chris there. Because I think there was a year, had to be like 2011 or something crazy. Back before I was an old, ancient, dying man. And Tom Brady was still around, where I think it was like week 2 or week 3. It's the Ryan Fitzpatrick game where I think the Bills picked off Brady a bunch of times. And Ryan Fitzpatrick threw a pass to Fred Jackson on a little slant. He went all the way down to the 1-yard line, and the Bills beat the Pats and went to 3-0. The Pats were 2-1, and it's like the Bills are now the kings of the AFC East because they took a 1-game lead in the AFC. No, come on, it was still the Pats division then. It's still the Bills division now. Just stop it. The Pats, the only scary part about the Patriots this year is their schedule the rest of the year is absolute dog shit. For them to lose some games, it's going to have to prove that they're not as good as a football team as they have looked like the last couple of weeks. But yeah, they don't play a good defense the rest of the year, except for the Browns this week. So I'll segue that into my pick, and it's the Browns. +7. On the road in New England, I think Drake May has not yet proven himself against a good defense that will challenge him. The Browns will do that. The Patriots aren't going to be able to run the football on the Browns defense. It's going to be a little bit of an odd game because I think there's going to be a lot of punting. It's going to be a little bit messy. Both teams are going to want to run the ball. Neither team is going to be able to. Hopefully Myles Garrett can stop Drake May from escaping the pocket to his right, because Drake May, I'll give it to him, the Patriots have found their guy. They're going to be challenging the Bills in the AFC East for as long as Drake May and Josh Allen are both playing, so we'll see what happens. But keep in mind, this Drake May-led team did lose to a terrible Raiders team early in the year, so they're not untouchable. And one parlay I'm going to go for is Diggs 50+ receiving yards, or if you want to switch that out for Diggs 5+ receptions. I like both. You can't put them both together though. Booty 40+ receiving yards and a Judkins anytime touchdown. But yeah, Browns +7 on the.
Ray, what do you got?
That's -7.
Thank you. Short and sweet. Thank you. Appreciate that.
If this was a race, I guess Ray would win.
All
I
right,
don't
we
need
got,
super
you took the
analytics to
Pats?
say the Browns are bad. The Pats defense is better than I think people are giving them credit for. Christian Watson has been amazing, finally healthy. Like, there's a lot to say about it, but I just don't want to be as long and boring as you are. So I'm gonna just say Pats -7.
No, some people appreciate some information, right?
Look,
Both teams
yeah,
are
every
ranked
now and
3
then.
and 4 in the NFL in total rush defense. So I'm just gonna leave you with that nugget.
all right, now we have the game of the week, ladies and gentlemen. The New York Jets +6 at Cincinnati.
Hold on,
Chris,
you didn't
what
say
do
what
you
you're
got?
gonna do. You didn't say what you picked.
Oh yeah.
Pats.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Just do it. I know it hurts you, but just do it.
Yeah,
There we go. Moving on.
I'll take the Patriots -7. I'm sorry, it sucks. Yeah, I got no analysis. Jets +6 at Cincinnati. Chris, take it away.
I might tease this up to like -11. I got the Bengals all over this. No Sauce, no Wilson. Aaron Glenn refuses to say who's going to play quarterback. The owner came out and trashed the starting quarterback. The backup's hurt. We don't know who the hell's playing. Jamar Chase is going to have like 500 yards on this. You got Brandon Stevens covering Jamar Chase. Now, he's been playing better, but he's not covering Jamar Chase. Then who's covering T. Higgins? Nobody. They're going to win this game. They're going to kill him. It's going to be like 14-0. The game's going to be out of it with like 8 minutes left in the first quarter. It's going to be a complete embarrassment. They're going to go to 0-8 into the bye. And we're just going to have to listen to Aaron Glenn tell us how great practice is for the next 2 weeks.
Mike, what do you got?
Yeah, did you hear that breaking news that for the first time all season the Jets will have a starting quarterback this week?
Oh yeah.
We don't know who it'll be, but they will have a quarterback.
Yeah, man. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I was always on the Bengals. I'm honestly shocked that this isn't Tom's Sunday slaughter.
I'm shocked
He
too,
says
actually.
it. I thought this was going to be it. Joe Flacco is going to throw to Jamar Chase like 100 times. He's going to have 20 touchdowns. It's going to set NFL records. They got Stevens out there and a guy whose name I'm always afraid to say, much less on air, but it's Stiggers.
Be careful.
Why are you afraid to say that?
Easy.
It starts with a
It's almost like the N-word.
Stiggers. That guy.
Well, actually, Azalea Thomas would be the backup.
I mean, and Bills fans will, if any Bills fans actually watch this shit, they all love Tyrod Taylor. We call him that Tayrod, Ty God. He ended the Bills' 17-year playoff drought. I got a lot of love for him. I think he is an upgrade over Justin Fields. At the very least, he's going to throw the fucking ball. Like, Justin Fields is going to take a sack, throw it out of bounds. Like, I don't know what that man is doing. Tyrod has a beautiful deep ball, but unfortunately, Garrett Wilson's now out. The Jets they're a cursed team. They're not going to win a game until Joe Namath dies.
Yes. Everyone believe it.
So, yeah, give
and
me the
Tyrod
Bengals.
Taylor threw 2 horrific deep balls last week.
One of them wasn't horrific.
They were beautiful.
The guy made a
though. They were
one-handed
absolutely
interception.
Tyrod's also made it
The one
glass,
to
man.
Lazard?
Tyrod, anytime he's about to get a starting gig, he gets hurt.
Yep.
Like, bad things just happen to this man. He might
glass.
fall down walking into the stadium today.
We
and
can
then-
use that to our advantage, though, because every time Tyrod Taylor has gone down, an amazing QB has come out of it. Justin Herbert.
This is the Jets.
Josh Allen,
It's
like-
not happening. Not
So
happening.
whoever backing up Tyrod Taylor, expect
Brady
greatness.
Cook,
all right.
baby.
I mean,
Let him-
amazing quarterbacks do come out of MetLife, but they're groomed there, and then they go off into better better areas.
All right, Ray, what do you got?
Bengals -6.
I'm gonna say that this is gonna be the weird game because there's just so much uncertainty. I am gonna go Jets +6. I think.
Oh my God!
I think you have to take it that they're not gonna look. It's so weird and so crazy. Life is so just unbelievable, and this is the game everybody's like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen, and this is the game. The Jets get their first win against a unexpected Bengals team, and they're gonna surprise everybody and be the only win of the year.
If that happens, send those NBA, FBI officials over and have this game checked out immediately. Like Joe Flacco's near retirement. Is he
because,
one last bag for Joe Flacco? Well, come on.
This was also one Tom said that this might be one that the Jets steal, but I think he did make those picks a couple of days ago.
I hope Tom did make that pick. I need
this
some
was
separation.
Before Flacco, it had to be.
No, it was earlier this week, but before like Sauce and stuff. But yeah, I cannot see the Jets. I'm with Chris on this one. This is going to be one of those games where it's over within the first 5 minutes. First quarter, you're like, okay, red zone time. Like it's going to be unwatchable slaughter fest.
Yep.
My only hope for this game is that they let Brady Cook play and see what he has. Let the man cook, because we don't know who our quarterback is. I cannot see them putting Justin Fields in after what Woody Johnson. Like, if anything, Woody Johnson was saying never play this guy again.
Yeah.
So I don't know how Aaron Glenn could be like, well, he's going in. I would love to see Taylor, but I just don't. You have no idea what's up with his knee. And honestly, if they want to tank, don't play Taylor, because you might actually win some games.
They might. Yeah, that's what's scary.
So
might win a game or two with them.
Go see what Brady Cook has. See if he's anything. See if Brady
Super spooky.
So I'm taking the Bengals. I think this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad.
Who in the heck is Brady Cook? Who is that? Who he?
He's an undrafted quarterback out of Missouri. He's very bad also.
Yes. You're going to find out today. You're going to find out. You're going to know who he is.
Agenda item, Ray.
Oh, God.
The agenda item, guys, here. Can you go through the standings? We didn't do that at the beginning.
What?
The pick standings.
We could do that at the end. We'll do that at the end. We'll go through.
But I wanted to brag about how I'm the best.
Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure that Tom won last week. So
last week, but not overall.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it at the end.
There is an asterisk to that because Tom didn't give all of his.
No. We matched it up so that Tom's in.
Yeah, I have to adjust it because unfortunately Mike had a pretty decent idea, and that we just scrapped week one. Yeah, we adjusted for inflation, so I have to redo all the numbers.
Yeah, what?
So
we already did all the numbers. You acting like you have to do live math? Come on.
It's not.
I didn't agree to it, but
I don't know
Chris
about this.
And I always like being able to have excuses on why Tom isn't caught up to us.
This
so
is
mostly it's been old man yelling.
So I gotta run it up.
I want to keep it going. I want to. Last time I don't remember. I think he said because of the internet, Tom was not able to pick the first week. Why we do that next week? He's gonna be bombed by the U.S. I
gotta say, Joe Malloy in the chat once again. Tom is a joke and a hack. I mean, guys just spitting facts all day. So up next.
No. I got a parlay again. Always.
Oh my God.
Always trying to disallow the parlays.
Mike, you can't take 10
the guy
minutes
doesn't
on
like
every
parlays.
game. Right?
Like, what's wrong with you? And this is a great parlay game because Joe Flacco's going to go for 900 yards.
Take it away, Mike.
All right. Bengals -6. I really wanted to tease it up to -9.5. But again, we like to win our parlays. Chase 80+ receiving yards. Higgins 40+ receiving yards. Flacco 2+ touchdown passes. I almost made it 3, but again, we like to win. We play a little safe. 220 passing yards, even though he probably goes over 300 without Sauce in there. Chase Brown 40+ rushing yards. That gives you +750 odds. Again, meaning a $10 payout would pay you a $10 bet pays you out $85.
Hope Chase Brown gets 39. And everything else hits.
That tends to be how it is. When DraftKings made that ghost leg, that was a savior for me because I'm always like that one leg off. And if it is one leg off, it's going to be the Chase Brown leg. Yep.
We got Miami +7.5 in Atlanta. Chris, what do you got?
For this. Oh yeah, I got Dolphins +7.5. I think my favorite storyline of the season so far is Darren Waller coming back, destroying the Jets, then going back on perks and recording rap albums. He got out of there immediately. All he wanted to do was dunk on the Jets one time. I like the Dolphins plus 7.5. I think I just want them to win because I need them to start getting some dubs so we can get that number 1 pick. I don't think they're gonna win, but plus 7.5, I could live with that. Fins plus 7.5.
You're insane. Mike, what do you got?
The thing that worries me about this Falcons offense is even though their offense statistically is well above the Dolphins, their top half of the league, they only have 11 offensive touchdowns through 7 games. And despite the Dolphins being the 27th ranked overall offense, they have, where did I do? I thought I wrote this down somewhere. They have like 7 or 8 more touchdowns already on the year than the Falcons do. The Falcons they don't score touchdowns. Bijan Robinson, he is going to run wild today. I do like that to happen. The Falcons are without Jalen Walker. And Tua has CTE. I'm worried about Tua. His press conferences are very odd between him and Mike McDaniel. It's like a circus over there in Miami. But I still like the Dolphins to cover plus 7.5 on the road in Atlanta because I don't know who Atlanta is. This is a team that they just don't beat up on anybody except for get that fucking cat face.
No, we're doing the cat.
The only way we can listen to your goddamn
Mike's
noise.
cat catastrophe picks. That was it. That was the whole
Mike's
segment.
I can't call him to turn the ball over instead of tackle or whatever when I'm made as a cat. Yeah, I like Bijan to run wild. My parlay oddly doesn't have Bijan in it for this game because Vegas knows what they're doing, so they made his rushing yards and whatnot pretty tough to get by. So the parlay is the A-Chain parlay. It's A-Chain, 70-plus rushing yards, 25-plus receiving yards, 2 tutties, Dolphins plus 10.5, and Waddle 50-plus receiving yards. That's plus 1,700 odds, meaning $10 pays out 180. I already put that bet down, so I'm pretty confident. And the Falcons defense is without Vine Diablo, their linebacker. That's part of the reason I like A-Chain to go off.
Ray, what do you got?
Dolphins are an absolute fucking mess. Falcons.
I'd also like to point out I muted both of you so there'd be no laughing, so Mike wouldn't pick up on anything weird happening. So I want to take some credit because that went a while.
You gave me a screen though right here.
And and he has I even gave him a big screen.
Yeah,
right
that's
in front of him.
that's what caught me when the screen went large and I was like, what the,
I'm also going.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What, I don't even know what game we're picking. I'm not
Fins
taking.
and Falcons.
Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons. The Dolphins are. I don't know what Tua can't even hold a press conference right now, let alone throw a goddamn
I
football.
know, it's so funny.
Dude's like going AWOL. Like right, he's. I don't know.
Jalen.
So yeah, I'm taking the Falcons, no doubt. Up next, we got the Chicago Bears plus 7, the Baltimore Ravens. Chris, what do you got?
Harbaugh did a big competitive advantage and released what quarterback he's going to be playing. So he's going with Huntley over Cooper Rush, which I love. They got Ronnie Stanley back. They got Roquan Smith back. They're going to give the ball to Henry. I like them at, what was it, -7? Plus 7?
Whoa, hold on. Before you go, they've said Lamar's not playing? Did that happen this morning?
He said they didn't officially announce it, but Harbaugh said that if Lamar doesn't play, he's going to play Huntley, not Cooper. But what Lamar is doing
I need to know for my goddamn fantasy team, though. All right, because
he's getting super high at food trucks.
I have Lamar to start on my shit, and I need to know for fantasy, or do I gotta go pick up Aaron Rodgers off the goddamn waiver wire?
You just can't hate Lamar.
You want
Tyrod
Tyrod Taylor,
who we also don't know if playing. I can't.
You gotta guess. You gotta just go for it.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna lose in fantasy again because I'm gonna start Lamar, and
I think he's playing. Lamar's playing.
I thought so too.
When Vegas
because they have a short week too, so they have a Thursday game next week, so they might hold him out because they got the short week. They might just play him. Either way, I'm going Ravens -7.
When I saw the line was the Ravens -7 earlier this week, I was like, Vegas knows Lamar's playing. That's the only way this makes sense. The Bears have been playing well. They've been winning some football games. The line isn't -7 unless Lamar is active. And when Lamar is suddenly there, as much as I hate Ravens fans and I hate all the discourse online with MV3, no matter what the hell is happening around the league, they just think Lamar deserves charity MVP every freaking time. He makes it. I love Lamar. I love Lamar. I hate Ravens fans. They're the most annoying fans.
Sounds like you hate Lamar.
I hate them so much. I see that. But yeah, Lamar makes everyone around him better, and that's going to be the case, especially with King Henry. He's going to re-put on his little king crown there, because when Lamar is able to pull it back into his chest and run around the outside, it makes Derrick Henry unstoppable on the inside. You know, I'm just going to shut my mouth. We'll say Ravens -7. Lamar anytime touchdown. Lamar's going to go off.
Ray, what do you got?
Can I do like a if for both like situations, like kind of a little bit? If Lamar's playing, I like the Ravens. If Lamar's not playing, I like the Bears. So like, can I do that?
Let's all just bet as if Lamar's playing, because he did play a full practice. I think that's just like the coach being like, "Ooh, you don't know who you got a game plan for."
Yeah.
Kind of bullshit. I can't see Lamar not playing. And if he doesn't play, my fantasy team's fucked this week.
Ravens for sure, -7. Because, well, the thing is about the Bears is that they've had a pretty good win streak going on. I mean, this is the first time they've won like back-to-back games in a long time. And the vibes are so good over there. The defense of the Ravens is really suspect. Yeah, Lamar's great, but like they're still 1-3 with Lamar. So like I don't know. It's really hard to kind of like not give the Bears a little bit more credit, and we're giving the Ravens a little bit too much credit. They haven't done anything to prove that they're worth being -7. And I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with the Bears at +7. I don't like touchdown spreads. Even if Lamar's playing, he's going to be rusty. Maybe. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that spirit to the Bears, who have actually been playing pretty well and are surprising a lot of people. And turns out of the two Lions coordinators, Ben Johnson was the correct pick. So I'm going to go Bears +7.5. +7.
Are you somehow saying the Jets picked the wrong guy? Wow.
Yeah.
What a hot take. What a hot take.
Yeah. Who knew?
They wouldn't do that.
And I love the pick, by the way. I'm not even trying to say like, oh, I knew Aaron Glenn would suck. I love Aaron Glenn. I wanted him to succeed. I was super excited. But God damn it, this team sucks. All right, next.
You still love Aaron Glenn now?
I mean, I do. I just
after watching his press conferences, you still.
Oh no.
Come on.
He lost me once he started going forward on 4th down before halftime and to run out the clock. That's when I was done.
Before you make your pick and rush into the next one, and don't let me talk again because I talk too damn much.
Hold on, I'm muting Mike.
I'm just gonna say, I would tease this all the way up to Ravens -13.5. I might even drop a hundo on just that. And this is not just about Lamar. The Ravens are the healthiest they've been all season since week 1. Give me the Ravens with full confidence.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens here. I think this is finally when they come back and get back on track to make a run for the playoffs and remind everyone that they're the fucking Ravens. So while the Bears have been playing well, I just like what Mike just pointed out, the team's definitely the healthiest it's been, especially if Lamar's on the field. I think they're coming back. All right, up next we got
a good time to play Lamar MVP odds right now. Go on a undefeated season the rest of the way. Make the playoffs, and he'll get them.
I mean, well, yeah, he goes undefeated, but I don't think so.
He's not getting MVP.
We got the Niners only plus
Probably
1.5 at Houston. This seems like a trap game. Chris, what do you got?
Texans, baby. Was it 1.5 or 2.5? It was 2.5 earlier.
1.5.
1.5. Let me hit refresh
Texans,
real quick. Just make sure.
Texans are good at home. I think C.J. Stroud has a get-right game, and I love them here. I love them at minus whatever it is, up to 3. I like them, and they're at home, and they're good at home. I think. I don't know. But I'm going Texans.
Mike, what do you got?
I was looking at the chat. I see Danny compliment.
Yeah, no,
Cat Lock of the Week in the chat.
I think that's your new segment, bro. That's it. The big cat lock of the week.
Do I have to have the cat on my face if we do that?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta.
Man, I get picked on because I show up. All right. Texans, Niners. This is a tough one. I'm scared of Vegas on this one, like playing games with me, because I watched the Texans last week, and that offensive line probably couldn't block Chris up there in the top corner.
Well, I mean,
Chris is
I'm a physical specimen.
Yeah.
But it's just it's messed with Stroud's like mental game. Stroud could be a great quarterback. I still believe in him, but they have done nothing to protect him on the offensive line. He just looked helpless. It was really weird watching that last game, just always on the run, getting his ass kicked. It was like belt to ass all game. You got a 49ers defense who is completely decimated by injury, but for some reason, whatever injury keeps happening, nothing seems to matter. And I look at the coaching matchup, D'Amico Ryans versus Kyle Shanahan, and then in defensive coordinators. What happens when you leave MetLife?
You become a star.
You become a star. So Robert Saleh, defensive coordinator for the Niners, just pulling like magic tricks out of his hat with this defense, just made of second and third stringers. And against the Texans offensive line, it's weird. Texans offensive line, probably the worst in the NFL. 49ers pass rush, probably right now with all the injuries, the worst in the NFL. So it's worst on worst. And I think Salah's going to find a way to scheme up pressure. I think it's going to get in Stroud's head. No Nico Collins, no Christian Kirk. I love the Houston Texans rookie wide receivers, which is why I was thinking maybe Nico Collins will end up as a surprise trade block candidate. But yeah, give me the 49ers, not only plus 1.5, but hammer 49ers on the money line. Even with Mac Jones, I hate Mac Jones, that nerdy, annoying face. I just want to punch it. But yeah, give me San Francisco. CMC's going to have like 8 catches again. Even though they have a great run defense, he'll get his yards catching the football in the air. They'll have runs that are really passes, if you know what I'm saying. And 49ers on the road.
Ray, what do you got?
Vegas is really weird because, like, how are they giving the Texans the dogs? I know they're home, but they have been absolutely dog shit. Like, what? Like, it doesn't make any sense. The 49ers have been leading the way. They're second in the NFC in terms of standings. They've had nothing but positive momentum, even with all the injuries that they've been going through. Like, I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense why they are giving the Texans as the favorites, even if it is plus 1.5 or minus 1.5. It's just so weird. The Texans are a mess. They don't feel like the Texans that everybody was expecting. 49ers all the way.
Yeah, I got to go 49ers too. What is up with Brock Purdy? Is there like a
He's
timeline yet?
He's just hurt.
His
He's
toe.
just hurt. Turf toe.
They said he was
salty
practicing this
vagina.
week, but he's out.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah, I just don't. There's really not much from the Texans that gets me excited. Stroud took a huge 4 steps back this year so far. So until he really starts turning around, I just got to go the Niners just because of the defense alone. Up next, we got the Bucks minus 4.5 in New Orleans. Chris, what do you got?
Baker comeback game, baby. He had a bad game last week. Angry Baker coming in. He's going to destroy. I think they're going to kill the Saints. The Saints are terrible. Rattler's terrible. They're another one going for the number 1 pick. We need them to win a few games, AJ. They're not going to do it. Not today. Bucks are going to kill them.
Mike, what do you got?
Bake Show, baby. Bake Show, Egbuka. Angry Baker, I like that. He's going to make it like some spicy cupcakes or something this week. But yeah, I mean, Chase Young is actually, I think, going to suit up. Is this the first time all year that he's going to play for the Saints? And the one concern is if Vita Vea is also now out. I saw he was questionable or limited something in practice this week. I don't see why. Maybe he's resting. They didn't list it as rest. As long as Vita Vea is there, then I'll say yes. I like the Bucks to cover minus 4.5 with pretty high confidence. And I'm heavily rooting for another Saints loss because more guys, please come to the Bills. I want you, Shaheed. I want you, Olave. As long as you don't get concussed again, we need you in Buffalo.
Ray, what do you got? Hold up. My bad, Ray. I had you muted.
Oh no! Why am I always muted? No.
You're good. You're good.
I got Bucks minus 4.5. Chase Young did start last week, so this will be his second start with the Saints. I just think the Bucks are going to be tearing apart the Saints. They're pretty upset getting demolished last week. So I think a big game out of the Big Show's coming to help his MVP odds.
Dan says he likes the too many players out for the Niners, likes the Texans. Sorry to bring it back to that.
I mean, again,
Good job, Dan.
that's not a bad
Let's
take,
go.
but-
I'm taking, I'm going Bucks, man. I love everything Baker. Baker MVP. I got no analysis. Just take the goddamn Bucks and Baker Mayfield.
Cade Otton could have like 10 catches.
Up next, we got Tennessee Titans plus 14.5 in Indianapolis facing Indiana Jones. Chris, what do you got?
It took me a while, but I am a believer. Indiana Jones minus 14.5. This is why you hire offensive coaches. They come in, they fix the whole team, they get everything right. In today's NFL, you need an offensive coach. So what are the Jets going to do? The next 3 defensive coaches, guaranteed. But yeah, Colts minus 14.5.
Having our last 15 coaches. When was the last
Adam Gase.
offensive coach? Oh,
If you
God.
count him.
I don't. Yeah. No.
Oh my God.
Adam
Can you-
Gase couldn't coach fucking Little League.
You
Just get
can't
out of
see
here.
anything, let alone
He
coach
carried
anything.
Peyton Manning's coffee. He was a genius.
All right. Yes. Mike, what do you got?
The Colts already beat the Titans by 21 points in Week 3. The Titans have the 29th ranked run defense, and now this week they're without Jeffrey Simmons and Calvin Ridley. I don't see any way the Titans can make a game of this. So, I mean, it would be they're 1-6, and they should be 0-7 with the Jets. Remember, their one win was the DeMercado breakaway touchdown run game where he's just like, nah, I don't want to score. I'll flip the ball away at the goal line, and then Ward threw that interception that turned into a fumble that was kicked around like it was a soccer game into the end zone and then became a touchdown. That can't be replicated. So there's no way the Titans stick around. Give me the Colts minus 14.5. I have another parlay. I'll be quick. DK filling in at wide receiver. He had a good game last week. No Ridley, so DK 25 plus receiving yards. I like Warren an anytime touchdown and 50 plus receiving yards. Downs 25 plus receiving yards, and Colts teased down to minus 9.5. That gives you plus 675 odds. So $10 will pay you about $78. That's the parlay.
Ray, what do you got?
Colts 14.5. They're the best team in the league by far. I hate the amount of disrespect that they're getting right now. It makes no sense to me. They have an easy schedule, but good teams beat the shit out of the other teams when they're playing them, and they have done nothing but dominate. They've only had one close game, and I don't know. I think the Colts are a real deal at this point. I'm excited to see what's going on because I think it's great that Daniel Jones finally gets the respect that he deserved because the Giants suck. So yeah, Colts 14.5.
Indiana Jones, baby. Colts 14.5. That's my analysis. All right, up next. Look, man, I got Mike goes on for 15 minutes. I go
Indiana.
I've picked him all year, and I just go on for 30 seconds to keep us within time.
Some guys know things, some guys don't know things.
Exactly.
Guys that don't
Mike's
know
like,
things
Well,
don't say things.
Mike wants to break down the whole
Guys
game.
who know things say things.
You know.
Hey,
Looks like their fourth string safety isn't playing, so special teams is going to be weak.
Yeah, they don't got that gunner going down the sidelines. That's going to change the game. All right, up next, we got the Cowboys, plus 3.5 in Denver. Chris, what do you got?
When I look at games like this where it could be a shootout, it could be one of these high-octane offense games, you go with the better defense. I like the Broncos here because it could come down to one or two stops, and we don't really know. What scares me is we don't really know offensively what the Broncos are yet. They scored 33 points in the fourth quarter against the Giants, but this is in the first three. We don't know if Bo Nix is good. We think he's good, but then he's mostly not good. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos here. I'm gonna go with my gut because I think that their defense can make a stop, and I don't think the Cowboys defense can ever make a stop.
Mike, what do you got?
do we think Bo Nix is good though? I still look at Bo Nix as like a more athletic Mac Jones type or a less good Brock Purdy type who is probably being given extra rest in San Francisco right now because Mac Jones is maybe outplaying Brock Purdy in San Francisco. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys plus 3.5 because we got a great Cowboys offense, a crap Cowboys defense, and in Denver, we have a great Denver defense versus, Broncos offense. So the only unit that I trust the most in this game is the Cowboys offense to score points. I don't think a Denver team that only scored 13 points against the Jets and was held to 0 points through 3 quarters against the Giants can keep up with the Cowboys offensively. I like CD and Pickens to have a day. Surtain can't cover both of them at the same time, so one of them is still going to get open. Give me the Cowboys plus 3.5.
Ray, what do you got?
Yeah, this is a tough game because, like Mike said, it's the best offense versus one of the best defenses. The Cowboys' offense has been absolutely brilliant. They have been striving. They've been doing well. But it's another game where the Cowboys are expected to lose. So are they going to blow the Broncos out? We'll see. I don't want to take away from the fact that the Broncos can score 30 points in 8 minutes whenever they need to. I just don't know why they have to wait to the fourth quarter to do it. It's the second time that they were able to make a fourth quarter comeback down almost double digits. So I'm going to rely on old reliable because the Cowboys aren't reliable. And I'm going to go Broncos -3.5.
Little fun thing here before AJ gets talking is I said it about Lamar. Might be a good time with getting great odds on a Lamar MVP bet. Dak Prescott, I don't know why he's not talked about more as a potential MVP candidate. I know it's because the Cowboys defense holds him back. But if this Cowboys team can win a bunch of games, get into the playoffs, I like Dak as a potential MVP candidate. He's putting up numbers.
Damn,
Cowboys have been on a little bit of an easy schedule. Their schedule is about to get a lot harder. They still have to play the Chiefs. They still have to play the Bills. They're gonna get through a lot. That defense is not going to be able to hold them up, and that's why he's not in the MVP conversation. Dak
Thank
is
you for
playing
including
really well.
the Bills in that, Ray. I appreciate that.
Yeah. It's still a tough game, even though they're a terrible team. They still have to play a lot of good teams.
You already said a good team. You put them in the.
Would we say
conversation.
that they're the best? Who would you say is the best wide receiver duo? Would it be Pickens and Lamb, or would it be Chase and Higgins?
Right now, I would say,
Or actually,
Lamb
or even Jefferson Addison. I mean, those.
Jefferson
Smith,
Addison's already
pretty
probably. Josh Reynolds.
No, I think Pickens and Lamb are definitely top 3 right now. I would love to say AJ Brown and Devontae Smith are as well, but they
They don't get enough
numbers.
opportunities.
Yeah, but I mean the potential is there. But like I said, I would like to be able to say that.
Yeah.
But I think they're up there. I definitely think the top 3 is what you just said: T. Higgins, Chase, Jordan Addison.
I think it's Higgins,
Jefferson, Pickens, and Lamb. And it doesn't matter the order, but I think those are the top 3 right now.
Yeah, Chase is so otherworldly good that it's hard to go anywhere else when he also has.
Right.
Yeah, that's why
I feel like Higgins, like people don't like overlook Higgins because Chase is so good. I think that's fair.
Yeah. I think Higgins would probably be a number 1 if he was on another team.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, each one of these guys could be a number 1 in any one of these teams. That's why they're the top 3.
But do you think Higgins would be like an elite one on somewhere else, or you think like a
I don't know.
Karen
How long has Higgins been in the league for? Since 2022?
I think he has the potential to be. He just needs the chance. That's the thing. Like.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to get the targets that Chase gets, but that's just, that's not taking anything away from Higgins. That's just how ridiculous Chase is.
Yeah, Chase is unbelievable.
They're paying them like they're the best each. So, I mean.
But,
say Joe Burrow on Fraud Alert with how good Flacco looks in that offense. I've always felt like,
my God.
Hey, I've always felt like at the same time that offense is like playing Madden on like rookie easy mode, and Joe Flacco's just like, oh yeah, just turn the wrist Chase.
Yeah. Joe Flacco's like,
just
Joe Flacco doesn't know the playbook. He's just like,
just throw it anyway. It's just so easy.
Joe Burrow was last year's Dak Prescott,
and Justin Fields looked good against that defense too.
Yeah,
Justin Fields is throwing for 300 yards in that Bengals offense somehow. He just blindly
threw it against
up.
the Steelers. He threw that. Steelers defense is incredibly overrated.
Yeah, especially after what Justin Fields has done to everyone else except for the Steelers. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe the Steelers are trash, right, Tom? Right? I know you're out there. All right, I'm gonna take the Cowboys plus 3.5 just because I do think that their offense. I haven't seen enough from Bo Nix to think that Denver can keep up. If Dak in the offense shows up, I don't think Denver has the firepower to keep up. But again, Dallas's defense is who knows what version shows up. Is it the one that's just absolutely atrocious that makes Bo Nix look like the second coming, or is it just decent enough where Bo Nix just shows you how average he is?
Or is it the defense that showed up and shut down Justin Fields?
Yeah, that's exactly. That's real tough. Up next, we got Green Bay Packers -3 in Pittsburgh. Chris, what do you got?
Now, Tom's not going to like this, but this is my lock of the week. I got Steelers +3 at home. I got a fun little stat for you. Mike Tomlin, when he's a dog at home, 21-6-3. I think the Steelers +3 here is an easy one. I'm not sold on the Packers. I don't really understand what the love is. I feel like they win, but they're not like impressing me with winning. Obviously, I don't ever see. I'm coming from an 0-8 team. I'm like, I'm not impressed by winning. Steelers +3, lock of the week. Love it, all over them.
I don't think Christian Watson is back yet. Is he? Is he playing this week?
Let me check.
Yeah, please do. But I've said it every episode of the pod this far. The Packers are the most overrated football team in the NFL. I keep watching other podcasts from prominent people. My favorite one is probably the Mina Kimes show, where she goes through her picks. Great analysis for anyone who wants to watch that. And she's still all over the Packers, and they apparently all the next-gen stats say the Packers are a top NFL team, top NFL offense, top defense. I still just don't see it. The Steelers at home, they're +3. Aaron Rodgers has been cooking. I think that quick passing game will stop Micah Parsons from having a huge impact. I think the Steelers defense, I think the Packers are who they've been. I don't think the Steelers are who they've been defensively yet this season. I think we're due for a TJ Watt, like, game wrecker type game. And I think the Steelers defense, you look at the depth chart, if you go take a look, they've got names everywhere. So I think the defense will eventually step up. They shouldn't be the 31st ranked pass defense and 28th overall. I think they're better than that. Give me the Steelers +3 at home.
Ray, what do you got?
Some breaking news. Kirk Cousins is going to be most likely starting for the Falcons this week. Michael Penix was they just announced that Michael Penix has a bone bruise on his knee. So Kirk Cousins is highly likely to start this weekend for the Falcons. So I don't know if we want to have the opportunity to talk about changing our picks or keeping our picks.
Didn't everyone pick the Falcons
change.
Except for Chris?
No, I was.
I want Falcons. I love Kirky.
No,
yeah.
Kirk, Mike, and Chris picked the Dolphins.
Right,
so
we'll come back to it at the end.
And then Christian Watson is expected to play. He's been in limited practice, both practices this week. He's been saying he wants to play, so he's trending towards playing right now.
All right, let me comment on that then. It does make me a little bit hesitant on my Steelers pick. Matthew Golden has filled in well for, I'm blanking, whoever the slot receiver is that's been out. Early separator. Quick guy, Jaden. It's not coming to me. But Christian Watson, people forget he's a top talent. I think he's an elite receiver when he's healthy. They gave him a big contract for a reason. If he's fully healthy, like he's full go, he's not on a limited snap count, that could be a game changer and put the Packers over the top here. But too many unknowns. I'm still sticking with the Steelers +3.
Ray, what do you got?
Jalen Reed, I believe, is who you're looking for.
Thank you.
Chris, what did you pick again?
Steelers.
I'm going with Packers. All right, so this is my fade Chris moment. I really don't know who wins this game. I think who's home again? It's the Packers, right? No, it's the Steelers.
Steelers are home.
Yeah, wish it was Packers home. That would have been a great talk of the week.
Yeah,
it's the first time that Rodgers is facing the Packers since he left. So it's a very interesting game. I still have I think the Packers are going to squeak this one out. I don't know. Steelers the defense is too weird for me right now. And I feel like Micah Parsons is going to have fun breaking Aaron Rodgers in half.
Yeah. As a disgruntled Jet fan who has predicted Aaron Rodgers to get hurt, and I'm going to predict it again. It's happening this week. All right. He's done. Parsons is going to get him. I think this is actually going to be a really great game. This might be one of the best games of the week, especially because, I don't know, man, Rodgers just kind of has that magic. Like, even, like, honestly, the Bengals-Steeler game was incredible to watch. Like, that was a great game. Back and forth, nonstop. I don't know if the Packers have that kind of offense, if Rodgers has that 4-touchdown type of game. But the Steelers defense really does make it interesting. I'm going to go Steelers +3 just because they're at home. But that's all I got. I got a long pause.
That's Sunday night, right?
Yes, that is Sunday night.
That is Sunday night.
It's Sunday night football. The Packers, I mean, you're getting 3 points. This is a team that's already lost to the Browns. They tied the Cowboys 40-40, and they beat a Jacoby Brissett-led Cardinals team by 4. So I like Aaron Rodgers at home.
So now now there's only one Monday night game. Is there any method to the madness here?
Thank you.
No,
There's
I'm
no
all
London
for it.
game, I think, right? Either?
That last week, a game started at like 10 Eastern.
Yeah, it's like who's watching? But like,
I was
it's
dying.
nuts.
why? Why is it so? I mean, I'm glad there's only one Monday night game, and again, I just don't understand. All right, so we have Monday Night Football. We got the Washington Commanders +11.5 in Kansas City. Chris, what do you got?
No Jaden Daniels. Mahomes is playing great. The Chiefs are clicking, and you know the refs are going to be all on them. They want them in the Super Bowl. Chiefs -11.5. I might even tease it up to 13.5. I might go 2 touchdowns. And we know
I'm trying to throw you
if
the football
that's
this
the
whole
Bills,
time.
we know
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, we're in studio, baby. That's how we do it.
I think as a Bills fan, they call
Notice the
Patrick
hands.
Mahomes daddy. I think. And I think
yeah.
when Chiefs
we need a
minus
league.
11.5.
I'm
We
not
need
going to
a-
talk shit on Mahomes. I'm keeping the karma in the right place. I'm not messing with anything.
I don't like that.
We can beat the Chiefs sometimes in the regular season come playoff time. Josh Allen will go crazy, have a historical performance, and then Sean McDermott will be like, oh, kick it through the end zone. Oh, let's play 30 yards off of Tyreek Hill and Kelsey. 13 seconds. Fuck my life. Okay, but this is Chiefs Commanders. You guys said the line is 11.5 when I was doing my research. Last night, the line I think was 12.5 unless I took it down wrong. So for some reason, the line is moving closer towards the Commanders. I don't get it. This is Marcus Mariota and not Oregon Marcus Mariota versus a Chiefs defense that is playing well. They got Rashee Rice back, obviously. We saw what happened when he returned to the offense. Bill's window is closed. You know what, Steve?
Ooh.
Steve, that makes me upset. Makes me angry. The window's not closed.
I think the Jets get to the AFC Championship game before the Bills do again.
Oh my God! Oh.
Hot take Chris over here.
Oh.
All right, someone get Chris drug tested.
It's totally.
Come on.
Somebody get the government involved, please.
The window is not closed. We still got Josh Allen. That's all I need to say. But yeah, I like the Chiefs minus 12.5. I like the minus 11.5. The Chiefs' offense is a machine right now. It's going to be a quick passing game. They've got weapons everywhere. Scary Terry is back, but now they're without Daron Payne, which might be, just as big of a loss as Scary Terry is a gain. And no Jaden Daniels for Mariota. The Chiefs get all the breaks. The refs are going to call 0 penalties on the Chiefs. It's easy Chiefs win. I like them to win by plus 17. So yeah, give me the Chiefs.
Ray, what do you got?
Yeah, Chiefs, easy. Daniels, even being in the game, I don't think would have changed much after getting blown out by the Cowboys. They got destroyed by them, so there's nothing to talk about the Commanders. They're not even worth the conversation. So Chiefs minus 11.
Is it possible to do like a class action lawsuit on the NFL with the Chiefs referee squad? Can we do that? Can we open up that investigation?
You could technically,
because
unless we're subject to arbitration per our terms of agreement.
Could you imagine a class? It would be like millions of NFL fans in this lawsuit. Like that'd be
we would
insane.
each get paid $1.50 from the payout.
But
We'd
like
owe
Danny
more in
says,
taxes.
yeah, Danny says Taylor Swift 2 TDs. I'm definitely taking that. Anytime TDs.
Was he trying to say it as titties?
But yeah, I'm taking the. You got to take the Chiefs. There's gonna be flags in the play.
We're playing.
The flag, it doesn't matter. Anything. If Washington gains any momentum, the refs will kill that shit.
Yeah.
We got to saw. We
Immediately.
saw what, like 4 weeks of the Chiefs not get calls, and they were so average. And now we're back on. They're gonna get everything, and now they're a superpower. Mahomes is back. And you're like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, it's crazy how much the media has been saying that they're number one team out of nowhere, and they're now he's the MVP favorite. Like the Bros 4-3 and was like having one of the worst seasons to start out, and now all of a sudden he beats a couple bad teams and he's their best.
Yeah,
team in the league.
Rashid.
It's really frustrating.
Rice comes back like
But he was without Worthy and Rice at that time, and
Who
it's
cares?
just
He's Mahomes.
it's roster construction. The Chiefs organization is just so smart with how they construct that roster. I'm going to sound like a baby again, but give Josh Allen that roster and Andy Reid and Josh Allen's won like 3 Super Bowls.
Shut up. Listen,
Poor
the only
Josh.
thing that matters.
I
hold
can't
on.
mute
Hold
him.
on.
We let
Then it
you
mutes
down
me because we're on the same
the
thing.
time.
I gotta figure
You
something
might as well. It might as well mute yourself. Just keep him quiet. Look, the thing that gets me about Mahomes is that he's always constantly being compared to Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady's some of the
Well,
best
he's got the
offenses
rings,
that
man.
Tom Brady had was with 2 white receivers, like with Julian Edelman and Gronk. Like,
And the one time he
Like-
had it, he broke like every record known to man when he
Exactly.
He
had
also
lost.
have
So,
Randy
like-
Moss.
yeah,
yeah.
no,
What are
I'm
we
saying,
talking
but that's what I'm saying. Like, he's
That was
still,
only
like,
for one
he had
season
the
though.
best.
What was it, two?
Two seasons.
2 seasons.
But like Tom Brady made the best with he still was dominant even without the best out there.
That
Mahomes
sounds kind of
seems to-
racist.
What? That he made it with the what?
Easy stickers.
I can't tell against
okay.
Shut up.
two
Anyway.
white receivers.
We're not going there.
My point being is that I don't think that's an excuse for Mahomes.
Trying to
if he's
say
as
I
great as
can't
he
be a
says he
wide
is.
receiver?
You can't. You're terrible. You can't even pick
Actually,
correctly.
No.
Mike's an
Did
incredible
you see?
flag
You see,
football wide
Scat?
receiver.
Scat's got the grills now. White boys are
Does
back
he?
up in the NFL. We got
That's
some
true,
cornerbacks.
but no, I'm just saying that he's
We
had
do have corners.
he's
Yeah.
had very mediocre wide receivers at best, and with Gronk being probably his best receiver during the later half of his career. I'm just saying, I think it's kind of stupid to say Mahomes has excuses when he's supposed to be the best. That's the reason why he's the best. So I don't get it. I think all this Chiefs hype is just Chiefs hype because everybody loves Mahomes.
Cheese hype. I'm out.
Yeah, cheese. It's really cheesy hype. That's what it is. I don't think they're a very good team. I'm sure I'm going to eat my words later in the year, but I just don't understand it. It really bugs me.
Before
And Andy Reid is just a phenomenal coach. He's
a great
top
coach.
3 coach. He's phenomenal.
You know, the Chiefs'
Yeah,
only
100%.
problem I see on their roster right now is that kicker, Harrison Butker. Like, he said all that weird shit, and then suddenly he forgot how to kick, and was he the one that was dropping to one knee when he was kicking the ball on his kicks? I don't know what's up with that dude, but aside from Butker, that Chiefs offense, the reason people talking highly of them isn't just some Mahomes love or some ref favoritism, which there is. It's when you watch that offense with Rashee Rice back, it looked invincible. Mahomes had his pick of where to throw, and I get it was against the Raiders, but the Chiefs just looked like the Chiefs. And they've won how many Super Bowls in how many years? It's starting to look like another Chiefs ring year until someone proves them otherwise. I want to see the Chiefs get taken down as badly as anyone, but they look good.
What's going on with their
Eagles
tackle?
took them down. Hold on.
didn't the Eagles just win the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Am I
what?
insane?
Yeah, but
I seem to remember the Eagles destroying the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. How
Yeah,
much more of a
yeah.
takedown can that be? What
I
are you
mean, I'm
talking
saying,
That's
but
under
the
investigation.
Chiefs-
You don't think they were betting that?
I mean,
They're just like, we don't need another ring. We need more money in our pocket.
Before we jump into the Thursday night game, let's revisit the Dolphins Falcons game because now that we got the Kirk Cousins is starting for the Falcons. Chris, are you good to go?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, baby. Kirky. Doesn't matter
Okay.
what the spread is. He's going to come in. He's going to throw 900 yards. I love him. And the
Hell
Jets
yeah.
are going to trade a first for him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And give him like $80 million because we just want to keep throwing more money at quarterbacks that don't play.
The already 170 million that he's getting from the Falcons. They don't even have to pay him, but they're going to pay him anyway.
Mike, what do you got? Are you changing your
I
pick?
mean, I would love to see what the Drake London props are, because I do like Kirk Cousins as a passer a lot more than Penix. I don't think Cousins needs like the extra repetitions in practice and whatnot to go out there. He's been in that offense for a few years now. I think they're a better football team, honestly, with Kirk Cousins than they are with Penix. But this pistol offense is more built for Penix now than it's built for Kirk Cousins. So I'm really freaking confused at this point.
You sleeping on Kirk's ability to be a scrambler.
No. I really don't know. Come back to me at the end. I'll just make a really quick pick
this
at
is
the
it.
end.
There's no
Hey,
comeback. This is now.
Hey,
or
what do
never.
we got?
I had the
pick.
Dolphins plus 7.5. I guess I might regret it later. I'm gonna. No,
You
we'll
gotta pick
stick with it.
5.
We'll stick with
All right,
it.
there
We'll
we
stay
go.
with the Dolphins,
You
even though
little
it's
bitch.
probably now the
Ray, what do you got?
Falcons.
Well, I picked the Falcons, so.
Oh yeah, I
good.
picked the Falcons too, so I'm good. Kirky baby, welcome back. All right, so now we move on to the Thursday night game, which
Dad,
is
guys.
We all just pick Ravens and go home. We all just pick Ravens. There's no way.
oh my
that
god,
the
it's
Dolphins are
Thursday.
gonna
Oh
win.
my god, yeah. Thursday night we got Ravens in Miami minus 7.5.
Everybody's picking Ravens. I don't even have
Ravens.
to talk about it.
Chris, what do you got?
Yep, Ravens. Ray got it.
Mike,
Only comment is if you're going to bet on this game, it might be a good idea to bet on it now because assuming Lamar plays this week and the Ravens look like the Ravens, that spread's going to be like 14.5 after Sunday. So I'd bet on it now, and then you just hope nothing bad happens to Lamar this week. But yeah, give me the Ravens.
yeah, that's an easy one. I think.
And AJ's going to yell at me in 3, 2, 1. But Chris, college football, what do you got today?
Oh my god.
Glad you asked.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
We're not going through this.
These are the ones. I think these are noon games. I'm going to throw in a 332. I got UCLA plus 26.5. Vandy
I like
minus
that
2.5.
one. I had the
Yeah, UCLA's
UCLA
playing
one.
good ball.
I had that, yeah.
And 26.5 is a lot. lot.
Yep.
Vandy minus 2.5. I love Pavia over there. I still don't love Missouri. Ole Miss plus 5.5. Rutgers minus 1.5 at Purdue. Purdue stinks. Rutgers stinks too. I get it, but I'm going to go with them.
I like them all
Virginia-
so far. Ole Miss, I might tease up a little bit more. I do like Ole Miss. I like how they 5.5 is that might if you're parlaying it, that might wreck your parlay as a standalone at 5.5. I'm okay
good
with it.
I'm not throwing that with them because I don't trust Ole Miss. Virginia minus 10.5. UNC. Belichick. What is Belichick doing?
That's my pick of the week right there. I might put a hundo down on that. Just.
Yeah.
Right. Danny's saying fade Rutgers. fade Chris along with Rutgers. You gotta say fade Chris at least once in the pod.
Rutgers has a good rush game. Purdue does nothing very well. They suck. So it's really a pick me. I'm going with Rutgers because I like Greg Schiano. And I think if I do well with the 12 o'clocks, I'm going to go all in on Illinois plus 3.5 at 3:30 because I love Luke Altmaier. And I don't love Washington.
Do we have any NFL parlays that anyone wants to, any locks, anything like that right now you want to throw out before we go?
All right, I don't know what you can, how you can Steelers money line and not Broncos, Bengals money line. Bengals money line, then add a few others to try to get to the plus, but definitely go with Bengals. That's an easy one.
Mike, you got anything? I mean,
I've been saying.
Yeah, you've been doing yours
too much.
live.
Skip him at this point.
But
I
what do you got? Ray? You got anything?
No.
Danny, what's the UFC bets tonight? Isn't this?
Danny, what do you got? You got some UFC bets? Put them in. Put them on screen right now.
While he's getting that out, do we want to talk about World Series? I know we're a little late.
Let's look. I thought the Dodgers were gonna sweep dude.
Yeah, when you guys said in the chat, you guys were like, someone said Dodgers are going to sweep. I looked, it was second inning of game 1. I was like, I thought it was like a 3-0 series.
No. That's what I was just going with. Like, I really felt the Dodgers were just unbeatable, but god damn, I love to see this. I don't even care that they beat the Yankees. You know what I mean? Like, I just seeing the Dodgers get ousted like that, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. So
they are anytime the Dodgers have been playing, it's been a conversation of will they put in a what's it called, cap. So every time the Dodgers loses, there's more argument that you don't need a cap. Every time the Dodgers win, people are like, oh, we need a salary cap. So that's been the theme of the Dodgers playoff run at this point.
Yeah. I'm still think the Dodgers are going to win the World Series, but I think the Blue Jays definitely said, like, yo, this is going to be a series, and you're not just going to steamroll us. So let's see what happens, man. I mean, I'm rooting for the Blue Jays just because Don Mattingly is on the coaching staff, and I'd love to see Donnie Baseball get a ring. So let's go. Let's go. But I do think, what, Mike?
Big news just hit Twitter. Lamar Jackson was running the scout team in practice, and the line on DraftKings instantly moved to 3.5. So we have to revisit that Baltimore game now as well.
So he's now not playing?
It looks like Lamar is not playing.
Huntley,
so
I told you it's a short week. There's no way.
It
doesn't matter. I'm going with Ravens. It doesn't matter.
We already locked in at
now.
+7.
Yeah,
I think you still have Ronnie Stanley. You still have Derrick
I'm still
Henry.
gonna. Now I gotta go pick up fucking Aaron Rodgers in fantasy. Fucking unbelievable.
Huntley.
I'm still sticking with the Ravens though. Yeah, I think the Dolphins are just in such disarray that the Ravens are just a better coach team, and they'll be able to get it done.
That's Thursday. They're playing the Dolphins Thursday. AJ, they're playing the Bears.
Oh shit! Yeah, you got me. All right. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Again, don't listen to me. The worst thing you can do from this show is take away any betting advice from me.
But I mean, that actually helps me because I like them at -6 even without Lamar. So now at -3, I love it.
You're on the Bears, you say, Chris?
The Ravens.
Oh, you're on the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Ravens.
I'll update the totals to -3.5. But yeah. I think
even though Huntley is terrible, he's very, very bad.
Yeah, I'm
no
upset.
Justin Fields, baby.
I made some bets on this game already at the -7, and now I'm thinking, ooh, I should have waited. I was just confident Lamar was playing. I'm considering flipping. I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick with the Ravens at -3, but heavy consideration. This one, if you're betting real money, real cash, I'm staying away from this game.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not betting on it. Yeah.
The safe bet is to not bet this goddamn game.
Yeah. I'd stay away.
That's the safe bet with everything. I mean,
well, yeah. If you don't want to lose any money, just don't gamble.
Do it.
If you love money, don't listen to anything.
So before we go, I will go over the results from last week.
Yeah, who was the winner last
No,
week?
we don't have
Who
to.
we got?
It's
Who we
okay.
got?
We could just
Yeah,
skip
I'm
it.
sure.
No. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got?
That was a good show.
So
Yeah, so you
we
don't
had
got a fucking
Tom
tie on today.
I had to sell it.
Tom was in first place last week with 12 picks right, three losses. Mike and I tied at 11-4.
What?
Okay.
I tied you?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
ashamed
you guys
of
didn't ask
myself.
me my picks, but I did make my picks. I had them.
Yeah, I think Ray
Um,
just made up his picks.
Yeah, Ray's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
fine.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
yeah, okay. And then you have AJ at 9-6, and then you have Chris with the best score of all time, 5-10.
Ooh, you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
As long
How'd
as
I
I beat
drop?
Chris, then I take that. No, it was just
honestly-
for last week. It was just for last week's picks.
Last week, that's last week's pick. Yeah,
And now-
yeah,
it
was
don't
the
listen to
last
Mike.
week winner.
Mike is stupid, and he didn't know how to.
Okay.
He's stupid. Don't listen to him. Don't ever listen to what Mike
That's
says.
fair.
And then the total
I'm still
results,
confident
not-
I was correct. I think you were 6-9.
You're not. He's not. You picked him to pick the wrong
Yep.
the Raiders or something, and he picked the Chiefs or something, or they picked the. So you're fine. You're wrong. Anyway,
Yo, big shout out to Steve in the chat. Says dub show for sure, and he subscribed.
Appreciate
Check
that,
out
Steve.
man.
Thank you.
Right. Tell them who's in first place overall. on
So
the yearbook.
overall, after 3 weeks of picking, we have Mike in first at 23-19.
Right. Donnelly's
We
are in
have we have AJ and I tied at 20 and over 22, and
All
then we
right.
have Chris in real first place at 17-25. Tom has 19-13.
Don't let me
with
get
an
hot.
if we're going by winning percentage, Tom is in first because he's 19-13. But he also just his computer got hit by a nuclear explosion, so he missed the first week of 10 picks. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. So there's a huge asterisk next to that.
But all right, everybody. So that about does it for today. If you're a fan of Kaiju collectibles, we do have an auction show tonight starting at 9 p.m. Aside from that, and we did just start a TikTok specifically for the sports. So there'll be a lot more sports content on there as opposed to the YouTube channel. Not that there won't be in terms of shorts and stuff like that, but because Mike and Chris are just learning how to use technology. So TikTok will be where they get to play and figure it all out.
And what we'll do also is we're going to put all of Tom's picks in the chat in the comments on this video. Yes, I will be doing that.
Oh,
I don't want any lying later.
Yeah, AJ's like, I ain't doing that shit.
I don't Tom suddenly everyone's like, oh, Tom's picks were at Tom. You have to put your picks in the chat or you're taking L's for every game this week.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I have trusted.
But all right, everybody. We actually had some people watching live today. Huge shout outs to you. Last week, I don't think we had anybody. So hell yeah. I'll take that growth. One.
So there's no
one
way you
follower
can
at a
really
time.
validate my picks. I was probably undefeated last week.
If only there weren't Excel sheets at the wazoo exposing.
If there wasn't a video
you're
of
right.
you saying what you said.
Yeah. Maybe
You
you'll
can do
better
anything with
this week.
technology these days. I'm learning that.
Maybe you know what? If you win this week, you can wear an extra special.
For all we
How about
know,
that?
Chris is the Jets quarterback this week.
All
Aaron
right,
Reynolds and Colts.
UGX pissed. He wants to go. All right. So as always, like and subscribe and be on the lookout for more content from Kaiju Live. Have a great day, everybody.